very much for being here with us. Normally it's your dad sitting here, so I'm very excited to have you here for a change. I would like to ask you several different questions about the role that a woman can play in the IoT industry, especially in terms of temperature monitoring. I know that you are more and more involved in this area. You work on that daily. So I would like to ask you, how is it for you? What are how are the beginnings in the IoT industry? How are you perceived by the fellow colleagues and people from other companies that you speak with?
Yeah, well, thanks for having me. I'm very excited to be here and at this conference and everything. Being a young adult in this industry alone is difficult, let alone being a woman, and knowing how you're perceived by others and is incredibly crucial in the indications of how your business is going to go for the future as well. So it's very scary kind of to join a company that I've been very familiar with. I've grown up with this company. So joining my dad's company now after a year, it's been very fun, but also it's a little scary because you don't know how you're going to be perceived as like a young adult, a woman in the industry, especially in a male-dominated role as well. However, I've noticed that people have been more and more welcoming and more just overall what's the word I'm looking for? Involved as well in conversations, and the more you get to know someone, the more, as any normal interaction is, the more you get to know someone, the more comfortable they are with you. So I think it's just about presenting yourself with a lot of confidence at first, and then even if you don't feel as confident, it'll catch up with you in the future.
Yeah, definitely agree. You have this nice opportunity because Blulog is an international company and we have many different distributors from all around the world. And right now we are in the middle of the meetup.
Yes.
So you get to compare the difference between how are women from America perceived in United States and outside. Do you see the difference or?
I think so. I think just you never know with certain political affairs going on in the States in general, that affects a lot of people's perception of people from the US as well. We just have very different politics from a lot of different countries. So even inside the US, it's very tumultuous at times about how women are perceived within our own country, let alone worrying about it on a global scale, especially since there's many different cultures and you have to work with many different people who have different just gender standards for people within their culture too. So
that makes it even more difficult.
Yeah, that makes it even more difficult to just kind of work around like how you should be perceived and how you know you are acting within the company.
Okay, Lauren, so you presented earlier on and you weren't stressed at all, and if you were, it didn't show. So I would like to ask you, what would be a piece of advice that you would give to you younger self or to other fellow women in technology?
Yeah, I think just knowing that you're confident in yourself, that is always very helpful, especially like even if people don't perceive you as being smart and intelligent and knowledgeable within your industry, just knowing that you have the background information and you don't have to prove yourself to anyone but yourself, which is very helpful. So as long as you're doing it for yourself and for your own benefit, then it'll show in your presentation and just how confident you can be in that situation.
So the key word is confidence in yourself, and we should never take too much into ourselves what anyone else says about us.
Don't think about it too much, because as long as you trust yourself, you'll be fine.
Exactly. Thank you very much for your valuable insight.
Thanks for having me.
Thank you.